morning all, welcome to my next video. It's D-Day for Gladys. There is the MOT centre. I'm keeping everything crossed. I'm so worried and anxious about this. Oh well, see how it goes. I'll see you in a bit. That's the van dropped off. I got pulled off because apparently it was supposed to be in at 8 and I thought it was past. I don't know whether I misheard or I got mistold. Don't know, one or the other. We got Jora with us, she's barking in the back. So the van's parked in Granton. Me and Brian and Jora are going on a little walk around Granton because I don't think the van's going to get on the ramp until 2 o'clock from what the lady said. So we'll probably do the walk, go back to the site and wait to hear. Keep everything crossed in the meantime. We're just having a cup of tea and a little roll for some breakfast. There's Jora. Hello. What are you doing? She's running around in circles. We just left the van in Granton, so this is an 11k walk straight from the centre of Granton. Just follow the sign for the Speyside Way. We're heading down in this direction and then we're going to hit some woods and the River Spey apparently. As you get to the big crossroads at the bottom you just carry on straight. It is quite well marked actually, this walk. I got it off Walk Highlands, so we're just going to go for a walk through the woods, take Jora for a little run. Couple of hours walk, see if I've had a phone call. If not, we're just going to head straight back to site I think, and then come and pick it up when it's ready, if it's ready, fingers crossed. So some of you have been moved for a while might remember when Andy came up, we parked up there in that car park and we took Ben for a walk through the woods in that direction because that's where the River Spey is over there. This walk that we're doing is telling us to go left, so that's what we're doing. We're just going to have a look and see whether we need to go that way or that way. We're going to follow apparently the thistle markers for the Speyside Way, and it's an 11k walk, so we're just going to go and have a look at the River Spey, go for a little walk through the woods, and I'm just going to try and stop worrying. Got Jora for a minute. Stop worrying about my van because that's all I've done all night. I've hardly had any sleep because we all know what I'm like. Hopefully a nice little walk through the woods and by the river will calm me down. Brian's just told me something very interesting. So this, that you can see all tarmacs, would have been an old curling rink, and then it ices over. That would have been the clubhouse, and then you do curling on it when it goes icy. How cool is that? I would never have known that if Brian hadn't brought me here. That's pretty cool. They obviously don't use it for that anymore though, do they? A little quick Google shows that is a local curling club, so Brian was right. He's a wealth of information, this man. There she goes, happy dog. So we are walking to, I think you pronounce it as Anagak. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it's spelt. Obviously Scottish, and your sayings and the way the spelt is obviously sometimes different. But apparently these woods where we're walking to now, they were started being planted in 1766 and they took trees from Abernathy Forest, which is up obviously near us, and started a big regeneration project. You can see they've started to plant the pines that are supposed to be here. The story of the rowan tree. A beautiful songbird, happy with her belly full of ripe red rowan berries, flew to a rocky crag and rested. There she sang her thanks to the tree who had fed her well, and she left a gift of tiny precious seeds scattered on the cold stone. The seeds eventually found their way into the soil, and little by little the tree began to grow. She spread out her roots underneath the stone, searching for nourishment, and slowly started to flourish. The tree grew and grew on the side of the mountain, where other trees would have perished. She endured the wild Scottish winter storms and the coldest of nights. She stood fast through the fiercest of winds when Scotland was in the icy grip of Beira, the goddess of winter. Beneath the roots of this lady of the mountain lay a secret so precious the tree guarded it fiercely, especially from the wrath of the Cailleach in the fierce cold long winters. Her secret? A sleeping dragon lay curled within her roots, sleeping and waiting for the arrival of the sun. As the sun gathered strength and climbed higher and higher into the sky, the rowan called softly to the dragon below, "Awaken from your winter sleep, and with the breath of fire, arise." Very slowly the dragon stretched and opened its mouth. A fiery breath blew from its maw, warming Mother Earth and melting winter's icy grip. The birds sang with joy, and the snowdrops started their short lives. As the winter hag slowly withdrew, the lady of the mountain, the rowan, was so happy. She dressed herself in beautiful white flowers and leaves that looked like the feathers of the birds who sang from her boughs. And so, when the humans came to know this bold wee tree, and saw how she endured the harshest of times, they would plant her by their homes for protection. A twig from her boughs, bound by red thread, would be carried on journeys to ward off witches and enchantments. Stories would be sang under her gentle shade in midsummer. If you find yourself walking on a cold February morning, watch as the sun rises and warms the earth. You will see the breath of the dragon arising and know it is a rowan tree's gift. Somebody's been building shelters in the woods. I'm sure I was having a pee on it. We get people building them in our woods, don't we? Sometimes. That's pretty cool, little shelter in the woods. Don't think it'll keep you very dry at the minute because it looks like half of it's come down. There's a bigger one over there. That one's got no rope on it though, has it? No. No, that's all natural. That's actually better, isn't it?
Better one?
Yeah. And the door's on the other side. You can walk to Cromdale in 2 3/4 miles in this direction. That was where me and Mick went on that walk when I went to the Piper Stone. Boing, boing, boing. He must have treats in his pocket or something. That's cute. We are leaving the big path now and heading up that little path up there. I don't know whether we've gone wrong off Walk Highlands, but I've just had a look on the map and the River Spey is in that direction. We carry on walking in this direction, we will end up doing another 2.5 miles and going to Cromdale, but then we'd obviously have the walk back again. So we want to go to the Spey, so we're going in this direction and heading towards the river, we think.
No, I think we had the same problem. We looked at the maps and we're here.
Lost. You can't really get lost these days with GPS, but yeah, we'll head towards the river and see where we end up. So apparently we're entering the Capicala area from the 1st of April to August the 15th. Keep dogs on lead because that's when they're breeding. Maybe we'll see one eventually.
You never know. Keep your eyes shut.
Never know.
Keep your maps up in your eyes.
That little sign there says Grenton via the Riverside path, which is this one, so we're going this way. The path's blocked off, look.
Look, it says he's coming down that height. See it, where he broke off.
Oh yeah, look up there. So it's come off. Right, let's see if I can get over this.
Get your leg over.
Not fall in the river.
Hey, good job, isn't that?
Oh yeah. Want me to grab her? We're over. So apparently in the Spey, you must do, because we've got this sign about freshwater pearl mussels, a species on the brink of extinction because people obviously take them for the pearls, but they're saying don't take them. If you see any suspicious activity, report it, because it's a crime in Scotland to take them. Never knew that they were in the Spey. Yeah. The River Spey is known as being the home of a yellow kelpie. Kelpies are probably one of Scotland's best known mystical creatures and are known for appearing in the shape of a beautiful horse. Kelpies are shape-shifting creatures, however, and can appear as a variety of forms, depending on where the story originates from. From underwater monsters to beautiful humans, and obviously the best known form of a water horse. Regardless of what form they appear in, kelpies are to be feared and have been throughout Scottish history. The origin of the kelpie is believed to be rooted in human sacrifice to the water gods. But these days, people believe they are stories made up to keep children safe from deep lochs and fast-flowing rivers. A couple of similarities appear amongst all of the stories though: water and shape-shifting, horses and hunger. There are kelpies who live in lochs and kelpies who live in rivers. There are kelpies who steal husbands and wives, kelpies who steal children. There are kelpies who transform into handsome young men or become old helpless women. Horse-shaped kelpies can come in a variety of colours: black, white, golden and yellow. They have magical hides and bridles. Once touched, you cannot get off or let go. The same as with the fairy folk, some kelpies can be driven off with iron. Despite their beautiful and sometimes helpless appearance, kelpies are a malevolent creature. Their only desire is to take you to their watery lair until you drown and then feast upon the meat of your body, with a particular taste for the liver. In short, if you happen to be by a loch or a river and chance upon a beautiful horse, handsome man or helpless old woman, beware and remember the warnings of the story of the kelpie. Hello sheepies!
Hey babies.
Hey sheepies! I think the farmer must be coming to feed them because look,
One for Chris.
these are all coming from all the way down there.
That's not nice.
It's like a sheep race. Da, 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 da.
Wasn't that feet?
It must be feeding time, I reckon, because they've all come from all the way down there, so all the way up here. Just been talking to a nice fisherman over there who was telling us it's the second day of the season of the freshwater salmon in the river, but he very rarely catches them, probably 1 or 2 a year, he said. But it's still very early for them, but they are in the Riverside at the moment, and it's getting to a point now that they're getting quite low on numbers, so people always put them back in when they catch them. We're just coming up on the old Speyside Bridge. This was built as a military bridge in 1754, and as you can see it's getting weak on points because they've put the metal bars across it. But I think at this point we get up off the path and go up onto the bridge, so we're going to go and have a look.
Good view from here.
That's us on the old Speyside Bridge. There's the Spey going underneath us, and look at this house on the hill. How amazing is that? It'd be beautiful to live there. This is the other side of the old Speyside Bridge, and that sign there says warning, risk of falling masonry, please pass with care. So the bridge is obviously crumbling quite a bit. So we're headed up the path up here, back towards the van, back towards Granton, and we'll see if we get a phone call about my van. I doubt it though. It looks like the kids have painted stones in the woods and slates and put them up in the trees. How cute is that? That one says Granton Rocks. We love it. That's proper cute. This is the little bit that me and Andy walked through when we went to the Riverside, so we've hit that path at the bottom of the Spey, and then we're walking back up through the woods back towards Granton now. But I reckon by the time we finish it is about 11k. I'm back. She failed. I don't really want to talk about it today. I've had a shit day, so I'll pick you back up in the morning when I'm in a better mood. Good morning all. I am in a little bit of a better mood than I was yesterday. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happened with the van after I've made myself a breakfast, because I had a very stressful day yesterday. I decided I need to spend the day relaxing and de-stressing today. So I'm got up late, made myself a nice breakfast, took the dogs for a little walk. So I'm going to eat my breakfast because I'm pretty hungry, and then I'm going to tell you about what's going on with the van. Now that I've eaten and I'm settled with a cuppa, I can show you on here, turn it round. That's the failure list on Gladys. It's a fair bit of work. So the garage that I took it to, they were a bit weird. He said, oh, if you can bring it back to us in 10 days, we can retest it for free. I was like, well, I can't do all that work. Have you got, you know, would you be able to fit it in? Not until the middle of March, like proper. So have you got any suggestions where I could take it? Because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, because Mario, obviously, he's got a big queue of people. George in Aviemore, I know he's booked up until March. So eventually, after some back and forth, I got the name of this guy in Granton. So luckily Brian was with me because he was bringing me back. So he took me down and left Gladys on there, and he took me down to this little tiny garage. Hung around for 45 minutes because the guy was on his dinner. Managed to speak to him. He's a lovely guy. He's managed to get Gladys booked in for the 24th of February to do all the work. And he said he's got a friend in Coylumbridge he'll visit up to him. He will do the MOT for me, and then it'll all be done all in one go in that week, hopefully. So fingers crossed, she will be back on the road. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. She's failed on a fair bit, mostly brake pipe corrosion, which I did have a feeling it was going to happen anyway. It has been advisories on the past couple of MOTs, obviously not been sorted. But there is some other bits and pieces, like the steering rack gaiter apparently is split in half, so the dirt's getting into the steering rack. I did think it was clicking a little bit. there is a wobbly ball joint, so I'm just going to get him to look at everything, and I don't want to be in an unsafe van basically. So he said, the guy that I took it to the MOT said it's, you know, he wouldn't send me off if it wasn't okay to drive, sort of thing. So they've just, I don't know whether they're just being really pernickety or what, and it should have just failed on the brake pipes, but they clearly didn't want the work. They didn't want to work on Gladys because they just dismissed me. Sometimes as a woman, I really do not like speaking to male dominated industries like mechanics. They tend to dismiss you, not listen to you. I've had it before where I've told people she's got a different engine, so she will need different parts, and they've not listened, and then it's been kept hold of for a longer period of time because they've clearly not listened to me in the first place. I can't do the work myself, but I'm not clueless with regards to vehicles because I've been around cars a long time. Used to run a cruise site, used to have fast cars. I'm not stupid, but you do tend to get treated like that sometimes when you're a woman on your own. Brian came with me to the next guy. I don't know if it's because Brian was just stood in the background or whether he is just a nice guy, but yeah. Need to take the roof box off Gladys because he's got a small unit, and he said she might not fit up on the ramps unless we remove the roof box, but I was going to take it off anyway because I don't really use it. So I'm spending today relaxing. I'm going to potter around, get my chores done this morning. It's a beautiful morning. And I have chilled out a lot from yesterday. I was angry and sad and really, really stressed. And Brian could tell, bless him, because he was really trying to help me not have a meltdown, which I thought I was going to at one point. But I'm alright. I'm better now. We went to the pub last night, had a few drinks and chilled out, and a nice little chat with my mates, so that was nice. I got up this morning, I've had a lie-in, I've walked the dogs, so I'm gonna potter around, get my washing done, hoover the caravan because I've had to order a new bit for my hoover that I lost so I can get in all of the little crevices. Wash my pots, and then I think I'm going out with Brian later because there is another Kaylee on the end of March in Kincraig, and we're going to go and book the tickets, but you have to book the tickets. We can't seem to get the QR code to work, so there's places in and around that we can go and book the tickets at, so we're going to go and do that and maybe go to a little cafe for some dinner. So I'll pick you up when I take you there. That's enough waffle for now. I'm going to sit, drink my cup of tea and listen to the birds and just relax. We've come to the post office cafe. Where are we? Kincraig? Kincraig. And this is where you can buy your tickets for the Kaylee. But we're having lunch. I'm having a hot chocolate. Look at how amazing that looks. So I'll show you my soup when it comes, and there's a little post box outside that they change the little topper on all the time, so I'll show you that too. But they're lovely in here, so nice. Food is here, so I've got leek and potato. Brian's got African chicken. That looks nice, doesn't it? And we're going to top in because we're hungry. That was really nice food, and they're lovely in there, so I would highly recommend going. But this is on top of the post box. How cute is that? So we're just going to go on a little tiny walk now, walk off our soup. It's a little bit cold for doing this, but look, it's a beautiful day. Look at all the ice.
Yeah.
Wow. So where we're stood now, we're in Kincraig, but this is the Spey, and then it leads over in that direction into Lockhinch, where you can do all the outdoor sports. So we're going to go over and have a look at the outdoor sports centre. Just a little trip in the van, Brian's van, because mine's obviously sat on the campsite at the moment. We've come to Lockhinch Outdoor Centre. I'm pretty sure these are one of the spaces that you can park in overnight. As you can see, it's a small car park and it gets really busy. We've just come inside, so that's the bar area. Look at our dartboard pinned up on the board. And we've got the bar area in here. And then there's a shop and a gallery just down here. We've come into the bar for a drink, but look what Brian bought me. There's a little squirrel. So I've got another cuddly to go on my dashboard. So cute. And I'm having a nice cider with that view. Look at that. What a lovely place. We've had our drinks, and this is the dry ski slope. You can see here. Bless him. It's not something I could do, I don't think. So now we're just going to head back up to Aviemore, and I'm going to go and have an afternoon nap in my caravan, I think. I didn't show you because there was two ladies using it, but just around the corner to the right of the bar is a little tiny sauna. You can hire the sauna out, I think it's for half a day. So you go dip in the lock, go back into the sauna. There's two ladies using it, look, they're having a right good time, but it's bloody cold out there today. There's the sauna, they're obviously in it so I can show it to you, but that's a nice view for your sauna, isn't it? I've had a lovely chilled out day today. It's been so nice. I'm quite happy we've booked our tickets for the Kayleigh, so I'm really looking forward to that. There's me, Brian, Nick and Caroline going. So the four of us, that'll be really good fun. Looking forward to that. I've not told you on film, but my little girl, who is busy snoring on the bed over there, it was her birthday yesterday. She was 13. Bless her, she's doing so well after her operation. She seems to have a new lease of life. She's like a little puppy running around like a loony. So yeah, she's all happy. I'm really hoping that this guy can get everything sorted on Gladys on the 24th when she's booked in. It's like a week away. So hopefully I can get back on the road in a sooner. I don't think I can drive with a failed MOT. Technically she's still MOT'd until the 20th, but I'm pretty sure you can't drive once it's failed, so she's just going to sit there for now. I don't know, I don't think you can drive them. I'm not going to risk it anyway. I'll get myself a Tesco delivery, and if I'm going anywhere I'll go on the bus or get a lift. I did have a thing I wanted to do, but I don't know if I'll be able to get there, so I'll have to research that. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I'll just have to see. And we'll see what the weather is as well, because you don't want to be walking when it's rubbish weather. So yeah, I've had a nice day today, even though yesterday I had a nice walk. It was a beautiful walk with Brian, and then obviously everything went wrong. I was on the brink of either crying or being really angry. Bless him, Brian was trying to calm me down. He's been so good. So I'm going to leave you with this video here. There's not much else to say, and I'll pick you back up in the next one, whatever I'm doing. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me through my bad mood yesterday. I know I didn't say a lot at the end of the day, but I just really couldn't face picking the camera back up. Was in a foul mood. So I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.